All right, let's go, man. Let's get into it. So this whole week has been about the Super Bowl, basically. I've been talking a lot about the Chiefs, the 49ers, and I had to save the best for last. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see anybody make a video about this. If someone did make a video about this, let me know. But I want everybody to, if you are a fan of me, if you like my content, share this video. You have to share this video. This video might not be long. It's a Saturday video, but I have to get this out there, man. Cam Newton deserves respect from NFL fans, especially after what just happened in the Super Bowl. Give this man his respect. First of all, you should respect Cam Newton because he is a former MVP in the NFL. You know how hard it is to be an MVP in the NFL? People sit here and criticize his MVP saying, oh, he only had 59 completion percentage, this, that, and third. Who cares? Cam Newton in 2015 was the best quarterback in the league. And I'm going to keep real with you. Cam Newton from 2011 to the middle of 2018 before TJ Watt injured his shoulder was a top 10 quarterback in the NFL. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You had Brady. You had Manning before he fell off. Peyton Manning. You had Drew Brees. You had Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson. I'm trying to think who else. Mahomes and Lamar didn't reach their prime until Cam Newton his shoulder was out. And then honestly, everything else is up for debate. Matt Ryan, I'll take Cam Newton over Matt Ryan. Prime Cam Newton, prime Matt Ryan. I'm taking Cam Newton. Cam Newton was clutch for a while. People forget how nasty Cam Newton was. People forget that. Honestly, I would probably take Cam Newton over Russell Wilson too. To keep it real with you, but that's besides the point. Cam Newton was a top 10 quarterback in the NFL for a good 6 to 7 year stretch. And the criticism that this guy got for calling Brock Purdy and Dak Prescott game managers and saying they don't influence the game, and we just saw what happened in the playoffs, and no one's going to talk about it. No one's going to talk about it. And I believe that is complete and utter BS. Give this man an apology, NFL fans, and most importantly, give this guy some respect. He's a former MVP. He took that sorry Carolina offense with Ted Ginn and Devin Funches and some guy named Jericho, washed up Greg Wilson and Jonathan Stewart, as their main running back to the Super Bowl. People forget there was no Kelvin Benjamin there. People forget D'Angelo Williams was injured that year too. And yet, this guy gets no respect for what he's contributed. I get Cam Newton does say some crazy stuff saying he can start for the NFL team, this, that, and third. I get that. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of people that say a lot of crazy things that you take seriously. People listen to Stephen A. Smith all day. Have you heard some of the dumb stuff that he said? Shannon Sharp, Skip Bayless, Colin Cowherd, Mad Dog, all these other people. Kendrick Perkins. These guys are on national TV getting paid millions of dollars to say dumb stuff, but when they say good stuff, people say that's a good take. People say that's a good take. Why don't you have that same energy for Cam Newton? He might say some dumb stuff, but he says good takes. He's a former MVP, and you got some girl on ESPN. I don't know who she is. She's the black girl that always wears the blonde wig, married to that white boy. She had the nerve on Get Up or First Take to sit there and criticize Cam Newton and say, making fun of it, what he wears, making fun of him, saying he's this, he's that. I'm sorry. Who are you? Who are you? Listen, unless it's talking about cooking something in the kitchen or unless it's talking about cleaning something, I want to hear from your mouth again, woman. Who are you criticizing Cam Newton? Who? A former MVP comes out and says Brock Purdy, who was looking scared in that Super Bowl. Towards the end of that Super Bowl, Brock Purdy was looking scared. When he was getting hit by Chris Jones and them boys, he was looking scared. And Dak Prescott for years, I've heard Shannon Sharp and Stephen A. Smith and all these clowns say that Dak Prescott's a game manager. Well, Cam Newton said the same thing, and he got criticized for it. He said Dak and Purdy are not Lamar, Mahomes, or Allen. Oh, my gosh. Throw him in jail. Oh my gosh, throw him in jail. This is beyond ridiculous. No one's talking about this. And I know Cam Newton's never going to see this video, but Cam, we are Cam supporters over here. Cam Newton is one of my favorite players in NFL history. You know what I'm saying? And you had, let me also address this too. Yo, Warren, watch your mouth, bro. Warren Sapp's starting to piss me off with his dumb takes, especially over that bum he had at quarterback, Brad Johnson. Warren Sapp's talking about, you don't come from my kicker, you don't come from my punter, you don't come from my quarterback. Well, guess what? I'm coming for your sorry quarterback, bro. Brad Johnson sucks. He sucks. I don't know why. Warren Sapp has this glaze over Brad Johnson when everybody knows he sucked. He sucked. Yo, Warren, the reason why you guys didn't go back-to-back is because you had that bum at quarterback. You had that bum at quarterback. Everybody knows that Tampa Bay defense back in 2002 with Warren and Rondé Barber and all them boys. And you had Mike Allstott at fullback. They're the reason why y'all won that Super Bowl. Not because of no Brad Johnson. I don't care. Bro, this dude's literally trying to sit here and say Brad Johnson's better than Troy Aikman because he threw one more touchdown than Troy Aikman. Well, guess what? If Troy Aikman's career didn't end of concussions, he would have threw 10 times more touchdowns than Brad Johnson. Number two, Troy Aikman went back-to-back. When has Brad Johnson ever did that? Yo, Warren, why didn't Brad Johnson take y'all back to the Super Bowl back in 2003 or 2004? Oh, wait, because he sucked. He sucked. And you have the nerve to sit here and call Cam Newton a running back. I'm sorry, Warren. I hate to tell you this, but if you put prime Cam Newton from 2011 to 2018 before TJ Watt messed up his shoulder on that Bucs team back in the early 2000s, y'all might have been a dynasty. And you have the nerve to call him a glorified running back? You have the nerve to call him a glorified running back. Well, guess what? I'm calling Brad Johnson a glorified bum because that's what he is. He's a bum. He's one of the Eli Manning syndrome victims. Him and Dilfer and Eli Manning and all the rest of these clowns who, for some reason, have a magical season, and you think you can win with average quarterbacks. Yet Cam Newton gets criticized for calling Brock Purdy and Dak Prescott game managers, which everybody in their right mind was calling. What Brock Purdy's slurping was beyond. Brock Purdy. I hope people come back down to reality. Brock Purdy, he's a mid quarterback. Nothing wrong with that. He's a mid quarterback. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, everybody has been calling Dak Prescott. Everybody's been calling Dak Prescott a mid quarterback. Why is this shocking? Like, this is beyond stupid. It's beyond stupid. And Cam Newton deserves an apology. I don't understand why people are criticizing Cam Newton when the guy, he might know what he's talking about when it comes to quarterback play, when he's an MVP. He's been in multiple MVP conversations. He's been to the playoffs. That head coach that just got fired for the Washington Commanders, what's his name? Oh, my gosh, Ron Rivera. Guess who took him to a Super Bowl? Guess who had winning records with him? That would be one Mr. Cam Newton. What has Ron Rivera done without Cam Newton? Exactly. He went to the playoffs, one time? And it was like 7-10 in 2020? The Cam Newton deserves respect from football fans. Not for what he did on the field, and honestly what he's doing off the field. Now I get he dresses kind of fruity, kind of sus, kind of, zesty. And I get, he does say some stupid stuff like he can start in the NFL and this, that, and the third. But you have to take this for everybody, including myself. You have to take the good with the bad. I have bad takes on my channel all the time. But at the same time, I have a lot of right takes on my channel at the same time. And for some guy on his bed to sit here and make videos and be right and wrong, y'all have the nerve to criticize Cam Newton, who's an MVP? And listen, you can criticize him, but at the same time, where is anybody coming out saying give him respect? Why is Warren Sapp going on his podcast disrespecting him, calling that man a running back? But if that was Lamar Jackson, y'all would have a fit. But that's it. That's all, man. What's your thoughts on this? RJ out.